Hey everybody. So yesterday, let me hit reload on this. Start this bad boy. So yesterday, I'd moved pretty far. I'd gotten the color and the color and the count to show up. Ran into a small, fun little bug for my bug, like it was in with to do with signals, but it was my bug, and that had to do with like if you sent the same primitive string over twice, then it didn't get published. So I got that squared away, and then I also added confidence, but this is an overall count, and this is the confidence in the last one. So let me just kind of dig into the code, and then we'll play around with the app a little bit. Um, so I had to create an interfaces file because I needed the interface, this voice response interface in both the component and in the service. Basically, all it is it's got a string and a confidence. So anytime we did that, so I made that. First, I did put it in the service, but then I needed it in the app. Let me go look at it in this way. So in the service, basically I import my new interface, and then in the result, it used to just be a string, but now it's a voice response or undefined, and I start with undefined. And then here in the, I have a couple spaces that are unneeded. So here now, instead of just sending the color across, I create a brand new um, object and send it across. So like, let's say this was a state. No, it's not a state, but a service attribute. If this was a service attribute, then this would not, like, we would have the problem that we had before, even if you change the values inside of it, because the object doesn't change. The only reason this works every time, even if it's the same value, um, is because uh, I actually create a brand new object every time, and set that, so it's never the same. Um, Anyways, you probably wouldn't do that in actuality. You'd probably create in a professional environment. You would probably have a service attribute, and you would update that service attribute. But you'd have to make sure that you wiped it out and created a new one every time. So let me hit save. I don't know why I don't have. So I went over the interface. Let's look at the HTML. Basically, I added a heading, so that's the color count and confidence, and then I added the value of the confidence. I created a new dictionary for it, just because like they're different. One is calculated, and the other is uh, whatever the last thing was. So this is calculated. Like if there was four aquas, now after you do it again, there's going to be five. Whereas this is just whatever it just writes over the top of it. So I had to make a change in the CSS. I changed this from viewport height, or from the width and the height being the viewport height, to the just the min width being the viewport height, and the min height being the viewport height. So now if I say aqua, it colors the whole thing instead of just the viewport data. So that's cool. That was easy. There's one last, the most important thing probably is, so I import the interface, and then I created a new dictionary called Confidence Dictionary, and then it started up with something. So I can't even remember the right word for it. And then, yeah, so I add zeros to every value so that it's not empty. And then I guess pre-populate would be one good word. It's not the best word, but and then I call set result. I pull the pieces out of the voice response and call set result with the two pieces. Probably could have also just sent across the voice response and updated set result. But in set result, I just said it gets a result and a confidence. The result is a string, the confidence is a number, and then I added that. And that was that. So now for the fun part. Uh, so like, uh, so if I hit refresh and I say aqua, it's probably not going to work. Oh, okay. So I got 80%. Aqua. 91%. So I had a good idea, I think, and I went to the Googles and I found something that would pronounce it for me. And I was quite surprised to find out that, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, I'm going to do this. It's different. So we have the US and UK. So I'm going to click it.
Aqua.
Oh, that's weird. I did not. Aqua. That's weird. It was working for me just a second ago.
Aqua.
Okay, see, there we go. So I got an 89 with the US. Now I'm going to click it again.
Aqua.
I got a 90 with the UK. So I don't know, Cambridge. Or actually, I don't know Google Chrome. It seems like you might be wrong because you're giving a higher score to the UK version for US English. Now, I was very curious about beige. I wonder if I can, yeah. Because I had a hard time with beige. I couldn't get above like a 70 or something yesterday, if I remember correctly. Quickly. Click.
Beige.
70. Oh, so he did bad too. He went beige. Let's try it again.
Beige.
Oh man, he did really bad. So beige is hard. So beige. See, I got an 81, so I beat that. So now the word I was trying to remember the other day was Barcelona, which I don't know if I. Let me see. Do I still have console logs for this? Because I would. No. Oh, okay. Because I already did it. Yeah. Okay. Barcelona. Oh, I got rid of all my console logs. That's a bummer. Let's see. Let's go ahead and throw that back in real quick. Speech service. And then on result. I guess we want results, and we want the 0, 0. Control I. Then, so we got it. Barcelona. Okay, so I got a 97 on Barcelona. Wow, that, I guess the more syllables, maybe the better you can do. But I'm pretty proud of 97.7. Now I'm going to do this weird thing that I see all the time. Barcelona. Holy crap. So I got Barcelona again, and that was, but at 91. So just a little bit low, but I guess Barcelona is a proper pronunciation. I'm going to try it again. Barcelona. 94. Barcelona. 96. All right, now let's go ahead and try the last thing. Let's try Barcelona. It's so weird that people say Barcelona, and I guess that's fine. No.
Barcelona.
Oh, I didn't click this.
Barcelona.
So that was a 97. I actually did beat it once. Let's see how UK people say it.
Barcelona. Barcelona.
They got a 96 for that in English. So the English came in a little bit, the US pronunciation came in a little higher. But anyways, let me hit pause on this because what is next? What is next? I don't know. I can't think of anything else to do on this. Okay, so I have the color, the count. Oh, okay, yeah. What I wanted to do next is like, so like we have Dodger blue, right? So if I say Dodger blue, right, that's a color, but I don't recognize it. So what I would like to do is maybe add like another little cue that says, I don't recognize that. Would you like to add it? And I could either, and hopefully I can then say yes or no, or yes or anything else. And or maybe I don't recognize that color, say yes to add it, because I guess someone might say affirmative or sure thing or something like that. I guess those are the kind of things you need to think about when you're doing voice. But I guess that would be the next thing, so that I could add a color that doesn't exist, and then maybe like a complex command like delete Azure or something like that, and see if I can remove it. So like kind of intercept it instead of setting the color. If I say delete and then something else, I split those up and then see if I have that color and then remove it. And then I think that would be it. I think there'd be really no point to moving forward with this proof of concept. I think the concepts are proven, and then I could start probably actually trying to build a useful app for myself. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. Bye.